Hello everyone, we are in the series of Telangana State Polytechnic Common Entrance Exam 2025 question paper solutions with explanation. Particularly here I am explaining only chemistry topics. So here next question, 12 questions I have explained in 2 videos if you want. So watch those previous videos and come to this video. Now coming to the 13 question, which type of atoms forms cations easily? Usually cations means this is nucleus, this is electron path. So then what happens if the size of the atom is very small? If the size is very small, then what happens? Outer electron is strongly held by this nucleus. So at this point of time, it cannot form the positive charge by releasing the electron. So it is very difficult. If size is more, whenever size is more, then what happened, it easily releases the electron because nucleus attraction on outermost is very less when compared to smaller size atoms. So then what happened, we can easily remove this electron and forms the cation. So whenever easily releases means some small amount of energy is required to remove this electron. That is what we call it as ionization energy. Ionization energy is less, size should be more. Whenever size is more, definitely amount of energy required to remove this electron is also very low. But in this case, size is very less. Whenever very less, attraction between nucleus and the electron is more. Whenever it is more, the nucleus strongly held the electron. Thereby what happened, we need to supply more energy to remove this electron. So ionization energy means the amount of energy required to remove this electron out, that is ionization. It requires more ionization because of strong attraction between nucleus and the electron. So whenever ionization energy is very less, size is more. Whenever size is more, then what happens, easily forms cations. Now from the option, let us see. Atoms with high ionization energy and small cations. No. Atoms with low ionization potential and larger atomic forms the easily cations. Now coming to this polar covalent bond. So covalent bond is nothing but sharing of 2 electrons between atom. Sharing of 2 electrons between atom is nothing but sharing of 2 electrons between, for example, AB is the atom. Sharing of electrons between atom is called as covalent bond. In that covalent bond also, for example, if we are taking HCl, chlorine having more electronegative nature than the hydrogen, then what happened, because of electronegative nature? Electronegative nature means it attracts the electrons towards itself. So then slowly it attracts the electron towards itself, then towards one pole. There are 2 poles are there. Towards one pole electron density is moving. That is what we call it as polar. Polar means electron moving towards one pole, that is polar. Now let us see NaCl. NaCl is an ionic compound. NaCl is ionic compound which can divide it into Na plus and Cl minus. So here N triple bond N. And one more thing is, we have in between metal and non-metal ionic bonds are present. In between non-metals, that is covalent bond. Covalent bond is present. And a metal Na2O. This is, but it is an ionic compound. Sodium is metal, oxygen is ionic, oxygen is non-metal, but it is an ionic compound which can divide it into ions. Those compounds which can divide it into ions, those are called as ionic compounds. One more definition is also there. That is metal non-metal bond is there, that is also ionic. 2 non-metals bond is there, that is also covalent. Now HCl. HCl is covalent. But I am saying this covalent is a polar in nature. This is also covalent, but it is non-polar. Why it is non-polar? Both are having same electronegativity. Both are nitrogens, both are having same electronegativity. Here hydrogen, chlorine, electronegativity difference is there. So chlorine is more electronegative, attracts the electron towards the chlorine. So towards one side, all electrons are moving, means that is polar. Towards one pole it is moving. That's a polar covalent. Answer is HCl. Now double bond is present. Let us see hydrogen, single bond hydrogen. HCl, hydrogen single bond chlorine, nitrogen triple bond N, oxygen double bond O. So that's why oxygen is, in oxygen double bond is present. Shape of the water molecule. In the shape of the water molecule we have, this is the shape of water molecule, like V shape only, like inverted V or V shape. So it is also a fact based direct question. V shaped molecule is water molecule. Which of the following is a mild base? So how do we know mild base and all? KOH. KOH after dissolving in water immediately releases K plus and OH minus ions. NaOH also immediately releases Na plus OH minus ions in water. But MgOH twice usually does not produce ions. Does not produce ions. It dissolves but does not produce immediately ions. So slowly it is giving. That's why this is what we call it as weak base or mild base. Why? Because why mild? Because slowly producing ions, and sometimes it doesn't produce any ions in water. This is acetic acid, which is an acid, not a base. So answer is MgOH twice. The compound used in the preparation of borax. So here, first of all, we have to know what is borax. Borax is nothing but Na2B4O7 10H2O. This is what we call it as borax. So how this borax is formed? From the, what we call it as the washing soda. From washing soda. What is washing soda? Sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. Baking soda means sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3. Bleaching powder is CaOCl2. This is gypsum is nothing but CaSO4 2H2O. So this is what we call it as sodium. Washing soda is nothing but sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate react with boric acid or calcium borate. Produce borax. That's why this washing soda is used. We have to know what is washing soda. Washing soda is nothing but sodium carbonate. Baking soda is nothing but sodium bicarbonate. Bleaching powder is nothing but calcium hypochlorite. Gypsum is nothing but calcium sulfate. Calcium sulfate is gypsum. So this is about this baking borax. In one of the previous questions, they are asking what is the formula of borax. Na2B4O7 10H2O. So now coming to the next question, 19th. What is the nature of solution whose pH value is 0? We have pH scale 0, 7, 14. Some milestones are there up to 7. Those are what we call it as acid. 0 is also nothing but concentrated HCl, very much concentrated, like 1 molar HCl concentration is almost 0. The acids which are used in our batteries also 0. So likewise 7 to 14, those are bases. So 0 is in the range of acid. So pH 0 means which is an acid. Very simple question this is. The product or products formed when sodium carbonate reacts with HCl. Sodium carbonate Na2CO3 now reacts with HCl. What will be the product they are asking? Now Na reacts with HCl gives NaCl plus carbon dioxide plus water is also produced. Water is also produced. So to balance this is what we call it as the sodium carbonates react with HCl, produce NaCl, CO2, H2O. NaCl, H2O, CO2. So answer is all of the above. If you take NaCl, that is wrong. If you choose H2O only, that is also wrong. If you choose CO2 alone, that is also wrong. You have to tick the all of the above. So all of the above is the answer. In the next class, we will see the remaining questions. If you have any doubt, comment below. Thank you.